Following hand reviews being brought to you by justinbaxter.com, where we offer tips, tricks, and strategies for the low-limit poker player. In this hand, I've decided to show you all known hole cards. One of the reasons I've done that is so that we can look at how the other players are playing their hands and see if we can gather some learning tips or techniques. As you can see, with this hand, I'm here under the gun with ace-queen unsuited. The way I like to play this hand in early position is I like to raise with this hand in an effort to limit the field. This is a very threatening re-raise. This player's been playing a pretty loose and aggressive style. Still, I have to give him credit for having a strong hand. Keep in mind, during the play of the actual hand, I have no idea what these players are holding. So let's do a quick review. I raised, and I've been re-raised, and here we have a cold caller. I'm against some very strong hands here, hands which are probably ahead of my ace-queen. Finally, we have somebody who cooperates and folds. Another cold call. This is going to be a big pot. So here we have a 6-way pot for 3 bets each. So 18 small bets are going into the pot. I know that I'm going to have to hit this flop hard in order to win this hand. Well, that qualifies as hitting the flop hard, but I'm still a long ways away from winning this hand. The play is now on me. If I bet, I'm giving the players behind me 19-1 odds on their call. That 19-1 pot odds which I'm talking about comes from there's $36 in the pot, and I'm going to add 2 with my bet. So it's going to cost them $2 for a chance to win $38 or 19-1 odds. I could check raise here, but I don't want to risk giving somebody with a weaker ace, a jack, or 2 spades an opportunity to beat me cheaply. This has grown to be a big pot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bet, and what I want to do is get multiple bets in right now if I can. I welcome this raise because it cuts down the odds of the players still remaining in the hand. This player could have re-raised me pre-flop with an ace-king or a jack-jack. Although in hindsight, we see he's probably just taking a shot at narrowing down the field in an effort to win. Wow. This is one of the reasons I love playing this game. The action's great. Assuming everyone who is already in this pot, this player is receiving 27-3 or 9-1 odds on his call. As we can see here, he's almost drawing dead. And this player is receiving 10-1 on his call. But he has to catch a king, which is not a spade, and hope that he is not either drawing dead or drawing to a split pot with another player in this pot. If I'm playing this hand, I'm folding. So I've helped to build a monster pot so far, and I may as well continue. As such, I'll cap it. This is a very favorable card for my hand. If I was ahead on the flop, I should still be ahead now. If I bet now, I'm offering a $76 pot for $4 or 19-1 odds on their calls. At this point, I can't see anybody folding their hand. If this bet doesn't get raised, I'll be pretty confident that I'm ahead in this hand. As we can see, this player is raised all in, so he's out of chips. I can only call this raise from the pocket sixes, and I won't be allowed to re-raise since it was only a $1 raise. This isn't a great card for my hand. If anybody was drawing at a flush, well, they just got there with 3 spades being on board. If they have 2 in their hand, they have the flush. I am going to check here because I fear that if I bet, I may get check raised or have it come back to me with a raise and a re-raise from the 2 players behind me. Keep in mind that at this, I still don't know what they hold in their hands. If they have 2 spades, there's a good chance they will try and check raise me, and I don't want to open myself up for that opportunity. That was definitely a great pot for these limits. Well, I won that hand and it was a great pot. One of the key aspects of playing poker profitably is not to get emotionally involved, whether you win a hand or whether you lose a hand. So at this stage of the game, while I'm reflecting how the play of that hand went and trying to understand what I can learn from my opponent's play, I'm also telling myself to just relax. I'm shrugging my shoulders a little bit, and I'm telling myself to play the next hand to the best of my ability. Thank you very much for taking the time to view my hand review, and we hope you stop by justinbaxter.com and check out other hand reviews.